So, you asked for a Vigilant of Standard. Here you have your Vigilant of Standard at this early stage anyway. The race is Breton. In AZT Breton have increased duration on all plus 30% increased duration on every spell as their main magical trait. They have 20% more duration on beneficial healing potion, magical potion, recuperation potions, which stacks with the Apprentice Stone, if you are wondering. They get 20% less armor weight, but that doesn't affect the mass effect, it's just free carry weight. And they get 13% magical resistance. There. And they don't lose their magicka when hit by an attack or a spell, which is normally a level 50 perk in Restoration. Talking about perks, I decided to start with heavy armor, block and trended. I'll add Restoration later for healing aura, but for now I'll heal with the healing poultice and food. So, my blessing is the Blessing of Standard, obviously. The Blessing of Standard right now will give you plus 25% fortify health, as long as you have the Gift of Charity. That now lasts for 5 real-time hours and costs 20, and you have to give 25 gold to a beggar to get it. And plus 2% movement speed, which will increase as you kill the Hydra, but well, that will happen later in the playthrough. I decided to take the Stone of the Ritual. The Stone of the Ritual in AZT give me plus 15 to magicka, stamina and health, which is pretty good if you use all 3 stats. Also it helps when you start with only 85 stamina. It also gives you 15% increased power in enchanting, and also your soul gem recharge more, so that's also good. Enchanting power is very similar to vanilla Requiem, so enchanting is still a solid option. In the first 2 perks of the enchanting tree, where it is? Okay, here. The first 2 perks of the enchanting skill tree give you some minor bonuses when you carry soul gem. The first gives you plus 5 health, magic and stamina when you carry at least 1 soul gem. The second one gives you like 5% magical resistance and plus 40 armor rating if you carry at least 3 soul gem, which is pretty nice. A new perk is Mercenary Enchanter. We give you more recharge out of soul gem, and it gives you a 5% bonus on the power of all enchanted items. That works even with things you didn't enchanted yourself, which is nice but not strictly needed. Also, in AZT weapon enchants have last twice. They consume half as much weapon charge. So that's what? Oh shit! No. Well, obviously I'm not able to fight that the thing. Maybe I can lure it to the Stormcloth enchantment. No, it's not doing anything. Well, that was about. It was all about enchanting. The choice of race and the build. As you can see, I barely moved, and that's my stamina. Why? Because of the standard Requiem drain, plus the fact that I have 85 starting stamina, and that's that get me the most severe penalty in the new stamina drain added by AZT tweaks. So, well, I'll use right now I don't have a stamina food and I'm not using water, but oh wow, that's why it's now a magical race will I mean the low starting stamina of a magical race will be hurt when you fight, because if you remember my red guard with the Stone of the Lady, there I had basically no problem, but now I will have, I assure you. So, another thing to say is that the Blessing of Standard unlock additional bonuses when you have the Standard Amulet, but I don't have one right now. You can, since this blessing require an amulet for its best effect, when you have the Blessing of Standard, you have a chance to, like 10%, to have it dropped from any humanoid or undead that you kill yourself. So that's nice. Well. Let's start. I'm not really sure where to go. Solitude is not exactly a good area to start into. Oh, the thief? That's the thief. Well, I'll do the long way since I don't have 200 money to give him, and also he would be able to actually kill me pretty easily. I mean, he will 2 daggers and he's pretty high level. And that means that he had the dual, the perk that benefit dual wielded, dual wielding power attack. So I would die. Also because right now I have my. No, the best way to kill him is to spam power attack, but right now I'm a race with a power attack penalty, and I'm in heavy armor, so just for the science, see what power attack does to my stamina. That's about half. Yeah, since right now I have the thing on. So, well, Oh, also, you deplete the stamina before doing the attack, so if you do a power attack that will bring you to 0 stamina, you will basically do very low damage. Oh, another thing about having low stamina is that you um, basic Requiem have penalties for low stamina when you are under 33%. AZT tweaks have penalties when you are under 100, but they are scaled. I mean, so you get like 5% every 10 missing stamina. So when you're at 0, you have a 50% less good block, and well, halfway you get a minor penalty overall. But if you are around 60, yeah, shit. What? Okay, if you're around 60, 70, okay, I'm probably dead. That guy probably have a staff of okay. The slowness is just the fact that I'm in combat and basically 0 perk. So, well, that wasn't pretty. For the information, also staying in block position will be pretty difficult since, well, it drains stamina. Swinging a two-handed weapon will drain also a lot of stamina, since in Zeta Tweaks stamina drain for swinging a two-handed weapon is increased. So, well, you can see that now more than ever having base low stamina is pretty damning for your poor character. I don't really know where I where I should start to to get some level, because near here there are no good places to level up. So I need some animals, because well, heavy armor works pretty well against animals. I mean, mostly wolves, but you can get by with other animals as well. Oh, here, in this direction there are wolves. I seem to remember. Also, since you have a trended weapon, you have to block with it, but that's not really good. Because, well, trended weapon, as you can see in the block perk, is less effective than a shield. And that's another problem. Being in heavy armor will mostly protect you from the blow, but well, starting out will be okay. Well, okay, there are 2 wolves. If you are pretty confident that there are 2, you can attack them. More than 2 with this health is a bad idea, I assure you. You can see my stamina that was going down. When you don't need to be fast, just walk in combat, because that will stop the stamina drain and let your natural stamina regeneration kick in. Your natural stamina regeneration is pretty low, but well, better than nothing. In this direction I would actually go into the reach. Forsworn are technically a good opponent if you are in heavy armor with a trended weapon, since most of their strength come by the fact they are pretty resistant to arrows and fast. But they don't have any mace-like weapon, and they don't have a trended weapon. So with heavy armor you're pretty much set, unless you meet the guys who dual wield. But well, okay, I don't want to. But I mean, another problem is that their level is pretty varied. I mean, they can go from level 1 to level 50 pretty easily. I can go there, okay. So watch out, and well, Briarheart are not minor arcana level, but you can still get the one who summon the werewolf and the Dreamer, so just don't stand near them in the early game, unless you have a paralysis poison. Clearly. What the fuck? Okay. Well, it seems that I'll be relegated to kill mud crabs in the early level. Oh, and beware, mud crabs are not actually that easy, especially the bigger one. I think that in heavy armor I should be with a trended weapon I should be able to outspace him, but don't count on it. They are strong. And they have a pretty good... Okay, it's only one. And they have a pretty good range. I'm not taking any risk with those motherfuckers. You can see my stamina. It's going down pretty fast. Oh, fortunately they have a wonky artificial intelligence, I guess. Where is going? Oh, also, clearly their attack will drain a lot of your stamina, so beware of that. Okay. As you can see, fighting just a mad crab leaves me. Oh, 4 pearls. Good, good. Leaved me on the on the how do you say, Orlo? On the brink of death. So, well, from here I should be able to. What? Ah, okay, little mud crab. They are not that dangerous. Okay. Realistically, a better way to do this build would have been with Nord or a Wood Elf, because they have higher starting stamina and less problem with heavy armor and things like that. Well, of course, the Breton have the increased duration of spells, but that's kind of wasted with a vigilant build, because a condition for the Blessing of Standard is that you can't well, oh, I can't go up. That you can't have the you can't use conjuration, clearly, so enjoy. Also, the Breton start with plus 15 to conjuration and increase the how do you say, increase conjuration experience. So, well, you can actually use conjuration with the standard blessing, but you have to not take the the extended binding perks. That is what makes conjuration good, to put it bluntly. And also having the standard amulet on you will make every conjuration spell cost 20% more, while you are under the blessing, clearly. So, well, Breton wasn't the best race for this, but wolves, where are they? I still have the healing poultice. Well, if I'm not mistaken, there are 3 wolves here, and I might not be seeing some of them. So I want to do this with my full HP, but where are they? What? I'm confused. They'll probably just spawn after I attack the first. So... what? I should just try to kill the first as soon as possible, and well, one dangerous thing against wolves is that they'll do damage to you, and that damage will deplete your stamina, and while depleting your stamina will lead to lesser effective block to, well, lower movement, lower damage, so ooh. Okay. Oh, good. They went for the how do you say it? They basically tried to do a little hit and run, but fortunately against target that can't block and can power attack. Not really, anyway. This is still pretty good. Well, you got the gist of how the character works, I think, by now. I leave you for the... that's about the end of the first episode. And I'll see you when I will be actually able to fight something worth recording. Bye.